Welcome back to Blondie, or Life Among the Bumsteads. I'm so glad you could join me today. We'll be reading Chapter 3, Nap Trouble. Dagwood soon got back into his regular stride, enjoying naps, when and where he could snatch them. Blondie left him in charge of Cookie one afternoon, saying,
"While Cookie's asleep, I'm going to call on Mrs. Sparks."
"Okay, I'll take care of everything,"
Dagwood assured her. As soon as he was certain that she was out of sight, he said,
"Oh boy, what a swell chance to take a nice nap."
With Cookie asleep in her carriage beside him, Dagwood stretched out on the sofa. Before he could close his eyes, the doorbell rang.
"Just let me show you the samples,"
said the salesman at the door.
"No, I don't want any." "Shh, be quiet. You'll wake my daughter,"
Dagwood said as he shoved the man outside.
"This is outrage,"
shouted the salesman.
"Shh, quiet, quiet," Dagwood cautioned.
He went back into the living room and peeked at Cookie.
"Oh, thank goodness. She didn't wake up. Now I can get back to my nap,"
Dagwood remarked. Now there was another interruption. Alexander, his chum Alvin, and his dog, Daisy, rushed into the house. Alexander shouted,
"Yoo-hoo, Mama!"
Dagwood almost fell off the sofa in his rush to get out into the hall and quiet them. He put his finger to his lip and whispered,
"Shh, quiet. Mama's not home. Go outside and play."
Alvin, Alexander, and Daisy lost no time in quietly retreating. Dagwood went back to the sofa after another look at Cookie.
"Ah, she's still sleeping like a log. Luck is with me. Now for my nap."
The house was quiet. Cookie was sound asleep. Neither the telephone nor the doorbell rang. So Dagwood lost no time in falling asleep. He slept so soundly that he began to snore. His snores became louder and louder until Cookie woke up, frightened at the peculiar noise, and began to yell. Dagwood was baffled.
"Can you beat that?" he asked. "The moment everything's quiet, she wakes up."
The next time Dagwood had nap trouble was after he had arrived home from work one afternoon. Blondie had just started out for a walk with Cookie when she met Dagwood's boss, Mr. Dithers.
"Is Dagwood home, Blondie?" "I've got to see him at once,"
Mr. Dithers said.
"He's taking a nap now, Mr. Dithers. Just ring the bell,"
Blondie answered. Mr. Dithers hurried up to the front door, muttering that Bumstead spent all his waking hours taking naps. Inside the house, Alexander asked his father,
"Why don't you answer the doorbell?"
"Shh, it's my boss. He probably got some job for me to do. I'll let him ring,"
Dagwood whispered. Mr. Dithers pounded on the door with both fists and shouted at the top of his voice,
"Open that door, Bumstead. I know you're in there."
Dagwood ducked behind the sofa, and Alexander crouched down on all fours with him.
"But when Mama comes back, she'll let him in. And then they'll find you,"
Alexander reasoned. Dagwood hadn't thought of that angle.
"You're right. I gotta get out of the house without letting him see me,"
Dagwood responded. He scratched his head, then had a bright idea. He ran to get Cookie's buggy and climbed into it.
"I'll hide in here, Alexander, and you must help me out of the house. Push me out the back door and through the alley,"
Dagwood instructed. Alexander, amazed at the trouble his father was taking to avoid seeing his boss, obeyed instructions and dutifully set about wheeling his father down the alley. Herb Woodley, hearing the commotion at the Bumsteads' front door, came over to talk to Mr. Dithers. "I just saw Alexander pushing the baby buggy down the alley," Woodley said. "But Blondie has the baby," said the baffled Mr. Dithers. He decided to investigate. He caught up with Alexander just as he was pushing the buggy into the street. As Mr. Dithers approached, Dagwood's voice from inside the buggy could be heard saying, "Okay, Alexander, I think we're rid of the old buzzard now." Alexander looked up and saw the old buzzard standing beside him, his fists clenched and his face bright red with anger. Alexander obeyed his first impulse, took to his heels, and hightailed it away as fast as his legs could carry him. Dagwood popped up to see what caused the hasty flight and looked straight into the outraged face of Mr. Dithers. Before Dagwood could move, Mr. Dithers grabbed the buggy handle and began pushing the buggy, with Dagwood still inside, down the street, toward the offices of the Dithers Construction Company.
Dagwood!
Blondie shouted as they passed her and Cookie on the corner. "Blondie, help!" Dagwood yelled, but the determined Mr. Dithers kept going at top speed. Into the office building, into the elevator, and up to his desk, poor Dagwood was shoved, protesting loudly.
"And don't leave till you get out every statement,"
Mr. Dithers warned as he left him there. Still feeling embarrassed from that experience, a tired Dagwood stepped on the bus the next afternoon. He found a magazine on the seat of the bus and offered it to the bus driver.
"Keep it,"
the driver said. Dagwood forgot about the magazine until he got into the house. Then he glanced at the cover. Mushy Love magazine? Oh my goodness. Oh, if Blondie sees this, she'll think I read this kind of stuff on the sly, he thought. He knelt down and shoved it under the coats in the hall closet, thinking, "I'll hide it here and throw it away in the morning. I'd never hear the end of it if she'd caught me with that." He didn't know that his daughter Cookie was an interested spectator. She was very curious about her daddy's actions, and the minute he left the room, she decided to investigate. Cookie found the magazine and brought it to her mother.
Daddy's book,
She said.
Mushy Love magazine.
Blondie exclaimed. She grabbed the magazine and confronted Dagwood with it.
So, it's come to this, has it? Mama warned me years ago, but I wouldn't believe her.
Blondie complained. Dagwood shut his eyes and wished he could shut his ears. There was a stony silence at the dinner table.
Why's everybody so quiet?
Alexander inquired, but received no reply to his question. After dinner, a grumpy Dagwood went into the living room and picked up the newspaper. Blondie picked up the magazine and followed him.
At last, they were alone. Here was life with no pretense, two hearts beating as one.
She read aloud. "Oh, stop it!" Dagwood snapped. Blondie refused to be stopped. Here was an opportunity to tease Dagwood, and she intended to make the most of it. She read on.
Rosalie melted into his manly arms.
"Oh, stop it. I can't stand it,"
Dagwood said, fleeing from the room and running up to the bedroom. Blondie giggled. She settled herself comfortably in the chair and continued to read. Much later, Dagwood shouted from upstairs,
Blondie, it's 2 a.m.
I'll be right up, darling. I'm finishing the last story.
She called back. A few moments later, she came upstairs and said,
I wish you'd read more of this sort of thing, Dagwood. It would make you more romantic.
Okay, that's the end of chapter 3. Join me next time for chapter 4, The Musical Plumber. Oh yeah, that should be interesting. Thanks for joining me today. Yep, it's a good little book. Cheers. See you next time.